Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5, and today we are going to be doing a full build of the new Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. Now, not only is it really exciting to have this truck in the game now, but it's also going to be really interesting to get to build my real-world truck. Now, obviously, Horizon 5 is not going to have, like, the 6-inch lift kit, or at least I don't think so, but it's still going to have the truck itself, it's still going to have the same engine, and I cannot wait to see not only what they let you swap into this truck, but what they also let you do to the Toyota 5.7 that's in it, because this is, I believe, the very first time not only this truck, but this engine is being used in a Forza game, so that's really, really exciting. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into the build. Now, we'll get out of Forza Vista real quick, take a quick look around the truck. It looks so good in this game. It looks absolutely incredible. Do they? No way. Dude, they let you put the tailgate down? Okay, that's pretty sick. All right, let me go ahead and put that back up. That's awesome. I absolutely freaking love that. You can open the back doors, you can open the front doors. This one looks like it's definitely like a Crew Max length truck. Will they let you? No way. Will they let you get in the back? Dude, that is wild. Not only did I never think I would be inside of a, like, TRD Pro Tundra in Horizon 5, I never thought I'd be able to get into the back seat of one either. That is insane. All right, before we mess around anymore with the Forza Vista or anything like that, let's go ahead and take this thing for a quick drive and see what it's actually like. It starts as a C-Class, but I've heard this thing is pretty good. It's like, I've heard it's a legit ripper of a rig. It sounds really good, too. And it also looks like it's definitely got some sort of off-road tire compound on it right now. Oh, what? Okay. Didn't mean to actually take some stuff out right there, but let's go ahead and get it onto the dirt. Dude, this thing rips for stock. Like, this should not be as fun as it is completely stock. Look at this. What? Complete, like, four-wheel slide around the hairpin turn. That was amazing. Okay, this is definitely going to make me explore the rest of the dirt roads that I have left to explore in Horizon 5, because this, like, granted, you know, anytime you get to drive a vehicle in Forza that you own in real life, obviously that turns the fun factor way up, but, like, with this thing, dude, it takes it to, like, a whole new level, especially when you consider the fact that, like, this thing is stock right now, and it is quick, at least, like, for a stock pickup truck in Forza, this does not feel like it should be this fast. Now, let's go straight into the upgrades and tuning, and custom upgrades wise, let's see, first off, what we can do to the stock 5.7 liter Toyota engine. Now, as far as swaps go, we have the stock 5.7, we have a 6.2 V8, we have a 6.7 Power Stroke Turbo Diesel, we have a racing 3-liter inline 6 turbo, a 4.8-liter V10, and a racing 7.2 V8. So we've actually got some very, very potent, like, engine swap options for this thing. Now, as far as boost goes on the 5.7, you can do either twin turbos or a positive displacement supercharger. And you can also, if you want to make a drift truck, you could totally convert this thing to rear-wheel drive. So I'm going to fully build the 5.7 and see what it actually lets me come up with. Now, we're not going to stop and check individual power numbers through the build because we're going to be doing multiple power builds throughout this video, so I don't necessarily want to, you know, stop and then start and then stop and then start again. But as we go through and add all of these upgrades, I mean, it's definitely building its power up very, very quickly. The race turbo's at another 155 horsepower, which is a, like, massive amount. 42 horsepower from the intercoolers. That's pretty spicy. All right, so there we have the final number for the stock Toyota 5.7 once it's been fully built and twin turboed. 1,022 horsepower and 948 foot-pounds of torque. That is a lot. I mean, that is a genuinely massive number. Now, let me go ahead and put the race parts on it real quick. We're going to do race sway bars, but we'll probably dial them all the way back out so it essentially acts like it has no sway bars. And I think I may cage it as well, just because, I mean, if we're building like an over-the-top race truck, we might as well cage it. Got the weight reduction down to 4,500 pounds, which is honestly pretty light for what we're talking about here. I mean, the kind of truck that this thing is, that's pretty freaking light. So let's see. I'm going to say 8-speed race transmission. And the 8-speed allows you to do a lot of different tuning options, really. So let's say Can we do an off-road diff? There really is no off-road diff. Interesting. So I guess rally diff. Rally diff will work for me right now. Is there really no off-road diff? Let's see. Stock, sport, race, drift, and rally. Yep. All right. Well, we can do custom tuning anyway, and what those are is essentially presets, so we can still go in and mess with all the other options. Now, let's see. The Forza front bumper. Oh, God. I'm not sure I want that. Let's see. What do we have? Dude, we have, like, a full-on, like, pre-runner cage with, like, the tire and everything in the back. That's awesome. I don't know if I want to run it on this particular build, but I do absolutely love it. So let's see. You have a couple of different step options, although I would probably prefer to go with a rock slider as opposed to a step. So, yes, you could throw, like, an ARB Safari snorkel on there. That looks so good. All right, now, into the wheels and tires. What are we running right now? So we're running a normal off-road tire, but we could go to an off-road race tire, which I'll definitely do. We can go up to a 335 on this truck, which is enormous. I mean, look how wide that is. Now, while the stock TRD Pro wheels are actually pretty cool looking, I'm kind of interested in going through some of the other wheel options and seeing if we can find something that fits the vibe of the truck. Now, the TE37s actually work fairly well on it, and there's also, in real life, they have off-road TE37s, so it kind of makes sense. Now, let's do some specialized wheels, and I'm going to go all the way through and see if there's anything else that sort of jumps out at me and goes, like, you know, really makes me go, oh my god, like, that belongs on this truck. Why do those look like they could be turned into some kind of off-road wheel if you got rid of the massive level of chrome? I remember putting those on the F450, and I don't know if that was a good idea. I don't know if that was a good option or not. I think what we'll do is we'll actually, because it works and because it's a clean look and because they have an off-road version of these wheels in real life, we'll do the TE37s and we will go from there. So let's go ahead and throw those on. And then now, let's go ahead and install everything and see how it drives with the fully built 5.7, which really isn't a 5.7 anymore. We bumped the displacement up, but don't worry about that. We'll see how it drives like this, and then we'll swap something else into it. So let's see. Custom upgrades. I do want to lower that tire pressure. And then I also want to make sure that the... Bro, where is... Okay, the ride height needs to go all the way up. I'm lifting it as high as I possibly can, and I'm going to try and keep it level-ish. I'm not necessarily going to try to, like, you know, make the rear way higher than the front. So let's see. I'm going to leave the braking alone, and I'm going to leave the... let's bump up the lock in the back. Let's bump up the lock in the back to, like, I don't know, fun level. Having it that locked in the rear is definitely going to make this thing a really fun truck to drive. Did you have to switch to nighttime on me? Bruh. Okay. Oh, this is a blast already. This track is lit up. Let's see how this thing drives. Come on. Dude. Oh my god, it rips. What? Oh, it's like, it went way too far on the jump. But actually, it soaked up the landing really, really well. Was I really able to just carry it through on the handbrake all the way through that? That should not have been a thing. And then all the way back through. That's what that fully locked rear is doing. I definitely want to mess with the gear ratios a little bit. But, I mean, as it sits right now, this thing is hilariously fun to drive. I mean, look at this. This is just, like, foot to the floor, four-wheel drifting every corner. Is it the fastest way to do it? I'm sure not. But you know what? Is it fun? Bro, it's a freaking blast. This thing is amazing. Absolute monster of a truck. Absolute freaking monster of a truck. All right, now that we've done that and we've experienced what the 5.7 can do, let's go back into Horizon Baja. No, yes, okay. I was like, why did I turn on the waypoint? The waypoint was not what I needed. Let's go back inside Horizon Baja now, and we'll swap in the 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel. Now, that's going to give us a ton more torque, and I'm not quite sure how much it's going to give us because it's been a minute since I've swapped one into something, but let's see what we can build this thing up to. Now, I know it builds up a lot. I know it goes essentially to the moon when it comes to power and torque. because it's honestly one of the meta engines, if you will, for the big trucks. So let's see. Yeah, there you go. Another 496 horsepower just from the upgraded turbo. I mean, that is wild. That's absolutely insane, the amount of torque. Okay, is that it? Oh, that's it. 1,049 horsepower and 2,319 foot-pounds of torque. That is so much torque. I mean, that is torque on a level that this thing would probably explode if you gave it that much torque in real life. The 6.7 Power Stroke wouldn't, but I don't know how, like, the frame of this Tundra would take that much torque. Now, oh, dude, are all of our drivetrain parts still installed? Sweet. All right. Hey, I'm down for that. Let's go ahead and install it. And it's really only a little bit more on the peak power, but the torque is where this thing is going to go absolutely bonkers and through the roof. So let's see how it drives with the Power Stroke swap, because the power band is a lot lower, and so you're shifting a lot more. Like, I'm already up in 8th gear because of the way this engine's power band works. So, like, is it fast? Sure, but is it the best way to go for a build like this? I'm not so sure. But, dude, oh, is it fun to drive, though? It's got, like, constantly available torque. That's what's really fun about it, is that it genuinely has constantly available torque. I absolutely love that. Like, that's so good. I definitely want to do a build of my real-world truck very, very soon. And I'm going to do kind of a little bit of a build in line with, like, how my truck is set up IRL, because essentially it's like, it's the lift, it's the big tires, it's the exhaust, and like a couple of other bits and pieces that I'm about to add shortly. But, oh, what? Dude, how did we get that close to the fence and not hit it? Okay, that's incredible. I will absolutely take that. All right, I will absolutely take that. And now, it's time to finish this off by heading straight up the mountain. Now, I'm not gonna, like, change course at all. I'm just gonna head straight for it. And before I do that, though, I need to give this thing a little bit more gearing, because it's running out of gearing pretty dang quick. All right. Not bad. All right, here we go. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. That is so steep. I always forget how insanely freaking steep this mountain is. And then I look at the camera from the side, and I'm like, oh, yeah, you're that steep, aren't you? Oh, God. I was going to say, that is going to scrub a lot of speed, but it's okay, because I have this diesel swap torque. Right or left? Rock. Right or left? Neither. It's the rock for you. Oh, where are you going? Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, easy. You got to keep the momentum. Every chance you get to keep the momentum, you have to keep it going. Wow, kept it going pretty dang well. Okay, I'm down for that. Now, are we already up at the top of the ridge? I cannot believe that we're already up at the top of the ridge. That took a lot less time than I remember it taking a long time ago, but either way, bro, this thing rips, both at the dirt racetracks and off-road. And if you guys enjoyed this build and this look at this truck, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later.